Why is the carnivore diet so good for fat loss, and why do we get such amazing results with these body transformations that you see? In a nutshell, I could just say it's because it's the optimal human diet. I can't just say that. You want to know more, so let's break it down. I have to say, when we're eating our species appropriate diet, fat loss is just the tip of the iceberg. The health benefits are ridiculous, but we're going to focus on fat loss today. It all revolves around hunger control. So your hunger and satiety hormones, you've got like leptin and ghrelin and CCK, all these complicated things, all working in perfect balance to get you down to your body fat set point. So your body fat set point is where your body is happy. So it's almost like, imagine that's your fuel gauge in your car. Your body fat set point is when you've got a nice full tank of fuel. So as it gets less and less and less, if you're in a caloric deficit and you're losing body fat, eventually your body's thermostat, the thyroid hormone, starts to turn things down, starts to try and conserve energy, and you're getting into that red, your red light comes on, it's telling you to fuel up. You get all these symptoms like your low testosterone, energy, mood, gym strength, things like that. Not many people are getting anywhere near that though. Majority of people, it's like they're filling the car up and it's just spilling out. It's overflowing, and that's when it's getting stored more body fat. We're efficient creatures that might not know when our next meal's going to be, so we don't realise that we can just ring up Uber Eats or whatever and get a McDonald's straight away. So it'll store it all away for a rainy day that never comes. So you start the carnivore diet, you've got all this excess body fat. What do you think happens? Because you're fueling your body with the right nutrients, essential amino acids, essential fatty acids, vitamins A, D, E, K. Your gut is very, very smart. So everything in your stomach and your small intestine signals up to the brain via the vagus nerve. So there's a connection there on purpose to tell the brain, we have these nutrients on board, stop eating, we've got what we need to rebuild animal tissue, to have energy, to create our hormones, etc. So it takes a lot smaller amount of food. If the only food you're putting in your body is what it wants, think how many more calories someone's having if they're having like these massive bags of crisps or chips, or they're eating ultra processed addictive food that have limited amount of protein, limited amount of essential fatty acids, next to non-vitamins. The brain is saying, well, keep eating, but you're filling the stomach, so you get that full awful feeling. Once it starts to settle down, you have to eat again, so you're getting blood sugar spikes. And that's why on the carnivore diet, you eat right, you can fast for hours and hours because you've got what you need. So when you're eating the wrong diet, you're getting all this excess empty calories without the essential nutrients. So you've got no satiety signal up to your brain to say stop eating. So you overconsume calories, you're not getting what you need, and your hair, skin, nails, muscle, bone, organs aren't getting what they need to replenish all these cell membranes. So when you eat right, the optimal human diet, your body rewards you with burning excess body fat, all that fuel that you're putting in that you didn't need, because you've essentially, yes, you've eaten a lower calories, but people just say, oh, it's just a calorie deficit. Well, yeah, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat, but you've done it in the most healthiest way because you've got that satiety. If your body wanted more, you'd be starving. And that's when people are eating, and if you watch them, they're snacking every couple of hours because they're never getting what they need. They're getting blood sugar crashes, the hormones are out of whack, the leptin, the ghrelin, all these satiety hormones are not working right. That's what we need to solve. And there's a whole host of other avenues looking at like insulin spikes, fructose, things that affect your satiety hormones, ghrelin, ketones, like the power of ketones to make you not hungry. It's quite interesting that people taking these skinny jab drugs that stimulate and mimic this GLP-1 agonist receptor. So the GLP-1 agonist drugs. So what that does is it makes you not hungry. So, oh, great, I won't eat, but you're not getting any nutrients. So we banged on about all the negatives of that. So when you eat what you're supposed to, it actually naturally stimulates your GLP-1. So that's detecting the nutrients, like we said, in your gut, in your small intestine, telling your brain, we don't need to eat. So you get this satiety, you actually get to eat and enjoy nutritious food, fuel your body without all the side effects. All in all, I could rant about the science all day. Not everyone wants to know that. I'm a bit geeky. Some people might, some people not. All in all, you've just got to try it. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of feedback from clients, like messages where they've said, I'm not hungry. Like, I fasted in the morning because I wasn't hungry. Then I got a little bit peckish. I had my lunch, but then I wasn't hungry again. Some people like naturally I do it a lot, and naturally just want to eat every 24 hours. I said, yeah, you've nourished your body. And then some people say, oh, like people say I'm wasting away. It's like, no, you're gradually losing body fat down to your body fat set point where your body's happy and healthy. Your insulin levels normalize. All this stuff goes on. If you need help finding your version of the optimal human diet, which avenue to go down, which is going to fit into your lifestyle, drop us a message. We can hop on a free call, chat it all out, let me know your goals, tell you how it all works and what I can do for you. And I'm proud of this, that I don't want to keep people on the fishing line, like on the rod, reeled in with monthly after monthly payment for years and years. It's not about that. It's about education. It's about paying once for a package with me, teaching you how to eat for your body for the rest of your life, and you have to spend another penny again. And that helps me sleep at night. Might not be the best business plan, but hopefully, all in all, karma, and it'll all work out. You know what I mean? Cheers, guys.